Hi everyone, welcome back. It's been long since we interacted, and I found this as an opportunity to interact with all of you today on the auspicious occasion of Independence Day. Today, while I sit here, my intention is to explain the meaning of national anthem. I have seen young kids and even adults for that matter singing Jan Gan Man, and most of them have the wrong pronunciation. Along with the wrong pronunciation, what I feel is most of us do not actually have the clear picture and meaning of that song. So I have gone through the meaning very clearly, and I would like to share it mostly with the young ones so that when they go out and when they have to honor their own country, they should not lag. They should maintain the dignity of our country. So the first question that would definitely come in the minds of young children is, why do we have a national anthem? So the answer is very simple. If you go and see and hear other national anthems, you will see that the song contains the sacrifices, diversity, multiple things that the country has gone through. If you see a movie of a song, the movie depicts the entire scene which is happening. Similarly, whenever we have a national anthem, it depicts our own culture and heritage. It depicts what we have in our country. Now, the national anthem of India was written by Rabindranath Tagore, who is a very famous poet. His name is known to many. And initially, it was written in Bengali. It was basically a song and not a national anthem. The name of the song was Bharato Bhagya Vidhata. It was a Bengali song, and after people and the government and most importantly the Constituent Assembly heard that song, they decided to include the only first stanza of that song as the national anthem. Another very important question which comes up in the minds of children is, why do we need to stand up? Why is it important to stand up? And people say that India is a country where we have so many rights. India is a place which is known for its democracy. So why do people are being punished if they do not sit, if they sit and they do not stand during a national anthem? So before explaining the laws, take it very simple. Understand, why do you stand up when a teacher enters the classroom? You stand to show your respect. It is as simple as that. The respect that you show to your teachers, the gratitude that you show to your parents, this is part of Indian tradition. This is Indian tradition and Indian customs where we stand when we see a people or a person who is elder to us, who is respected, who is worthy of appreciation. We stand and give honor to them. So it is the same reason that we stand for the national anthem. Now there is one law also, which is prevention of insult to national honor. Now national honor is not only related to the national anthem, but the national flag as well. There are people who would not hold the national flag properly, so there is a proper law, and if you do something which is against that law, then you might have a punishable offense for up to 3 years. So do not think it as a forcibly thing, somebody forces you to stand. It is just a way to respect your national anthem. Now let me tell you line by line explanation of national anthem. The first line says, Jan Gan Man Adhinayak Jaya Hai. Now Adhinayak meaning in English is a leader. So now you would be thinking that Rabindranath Tagore has written this anthem to appreciate the efforts of the leaders of our country, the sacrifices that they did, or probably the Prime Minister, the President who were appointed during that time. Rabindranath Tagore no doubt had the appreciation for them, but in this national anthem, Adhinayak is not the Prime Minister, Adhinayak is not any leader, but Adhinayak is the God. God is one supreme power which has made everything possible, and it is because of the God that India was able to attain the freedom. So when we say Jan Gan Man Adhinayak Jaya Hai, in this line the poet is trying to appreciate the God. This line is Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. Now Bharat is India, Bhagya is your fortune or destiny. So the poet yet again wants to thank the person who is deciding the fortune. It is a well-known fact, humans can get away with all the problems, but without God it is not possible. So in the second line, the poet is trying to thank the God to take care of the future of India. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravid, Utkal, Banga. Now initially only the states, only the areas that were covered with the Indian borders were considered to be part of India. Those who were under the British rule were not included, possibly the northeast places. Punjab, which is in the north, Sindh is representing here the western place, Gujarat and Maratha. Dravid here means the south, the southern area. Utkal is the eastern place and Banga. So in a way, the poet is trying to show you that the entire country, even though India is divided into so many states and so many cities and even union territories, but every country, every state, every union territory pays respect to the god. Be it Punjab, be it Sindh, be it Gujarat, be it Utkal, Banga, whatsoever. All the states, all the areas, all the countries are responsible for giving homage to the god who is the real protector. Next line is Vindhya, Himachal, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchchal, Jaladi, Tiraya. Now Vindhya, Himachal, Yamuna, Ganga, these are the rivers basically. Yamuna and Ganga are the rivers, and even the rivers are singing the melody of freedom. Now the next line is very important, which basically represents Indian culture, which is Tab Shubh Name Jage, Tab Shubh Ashish Mange. Now here Name is name and Jage is when you wake up. So it's a very common tradition in India. When we wake up, we always take names of our parents, we bow down, touch their feet. The customs may be different in different religions, but one thing is similar in all the religion, that is we respect our elders. We wake up in the morning, we greet them. The language of greeting can be different, but the mode or the respect shown to them is same. So Tab Shubh Name Jage is when the country becomes free, we expect all the Indians to wake up and say thanks to their own elders. Tab Shubh Ashish Mange, Jai Tab Jaya Gatha. Gai means to sing. Singing means when you worship God. Now again, when I speak of different religions, I know that there are certain rhymes which we speak, but again all the religion rhymes have the same intention. So the song, the prayer that we sing when we get independence to celebrate the victory, to celebrate the freedom, is what Rabindranath Tagore is trying to say. Again start with the first line, that is Jan Gan Mangal Dayak Jai He Bharat Bhagya Vidata. Again Rabindranath Tagore is trying to say thanks not to the leaders who have been fighting, they are one of them, but basically to the Almighty, to the God, whom we people must have differentiated based on the religion. But according to Rabindranath Tagore, there is only one God, which is supreme power, and through this national anthem, Rabindranath Tagore has tried to say thanks to him. Now the last line of this national anthem is, there are several times Jaya He which is repeated. This is again a part of Indian custom. If you see, mostly when we do Aarti or we sing any song, then you must have seen that in the last we repeat certain words. If it is Jaya, 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 or this way, we always repeat certain words. So this thing is actually taken from the national anthem itself. Whenever we go and respect the God, we try to repeat the words. So this Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He represents finally the victory is ours. We have been successful in getting it, and it's a way, it's another direct way to show honor to the Supreme God. So next time when we sing national anthem, we should know the intention of Rabindranath Tagore for writing it, and we should understand that our freedom fighters have gone through a lot. When we speak bad about our leaders or about country, or we try to segregate people on the basis of religion, understand that there were several people who had shed their blood, who had given their life, lost their people, and that is why we have been able, we are here to enjoy our freedom. So I hope this message of mine, this short initiative of mine is clear to you. Have a great day.